Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Cambria.
Hey y'all, I'm Desinae.
Hey, it's Jada.
Hey, I'm Jada, also known as Jay, and we are Four Deep, which is basically a podcast with four Black women and their 20-somethings who aren't afraid to get deep with it.
This is our first episode. I'm so excited, y'all.
Yeah, we finally are here. We're gonna get into like the origin story, but we're here.
It feels so good. Y'all know I always leave our meetings with like such higher vibrations and such higher energy. Like, I'm so ready for this.
Yeah.
So part of what we're gonna do is, as a check-in, is called Rosebud and Thorn. And the rose is gonna be something that happened to us in our past week that's really good. And then the bud is kind of something that we're looking forward to. So something that's in the making. And the thorn is kind of something that happened that was a little sour. So who wants to go ahead and jump right into their rosebud and thorn? Anybody got it on the top of their head?
I need some time to think about what my what mine are, to be honest.
Okay, I could go. Okay, so my roles this past week, I've been getting into the gym, been being consistent and trying to, get my eating habits better and together because, we be busy. So sometimes I'll be forgetting to eat a meal. So that's been going really well. A buzz, something I'm looking forward to. I'm going to a concert this week, going to see Ari Lennox.
Oh,
Yes, girl, yes. I'm so excited.
good person.
Like it's honestly, I bought the tickets out of a whim because my friend invited me, and yeah, like it's just been coming up, and now I'm like, oh, like that's this week, so I'm excited about that. And then a thorn. I was supposed to go to the gym yesterday, but I did not. But it's okay because I'm going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow. So yeah, that's my rosebud and thorn.
So for me, my thorn last week, I caught the flu. It felt like I caught everything because I was in I was in bed sick, y'all. I mean, for a couple days, like quarantine for real. Like it might as well have been COVID. Thank God it wasn't, but still, I mean, like they damn near the same thing. It was just like it was tragic. My bud would be, what am I looking forward to this week? I guess really just getting out the dang on house because I'm really tired of being in it. And I also wanted to go to church this weekend. I have to see if I can though, because I might be working this Sunday. But that's a bud if I can go. And then my rose is that I got my official approval for my solo apartment. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
That's so
Thanks,
exciting.
y'all. Yeah, because like it was in the process, but like now I got the official letter, so I'm really happy about it.
Oh, so when's moving?
It's February 21st.
My goodness, that's
Oh my
tomorrow.
God, it's coming
I know,
up.
right? Literally less than a month. I gotta start packing. Ugh.
I was just about to ask you that. Like, are you like throwing a lot of stuff away?
Yes, ma'am. I am not taking all of this old junk into this new place. No, no, no.
Right. Oh, that's so
Purging.
It's a new chapter.
That's exciting.
Thanks, friends.
See, my rose for the week. Well, I guess on a similar note as Jay, like I was really consistent with my workout plan. Like I wanted to be, so I'm starting my fourth week, but I signed up for something called ClassPass, shameless plug.
Ooh.
Basically, you get like a bunch of free credits to take classes at like different like places. Like everything like boutique fitness now. So if you want to try Solid Core or Orange Theory or whatever, like a lot of different of these like places will be on ClassPass. And as long as you have credits, you can go towards it, like and use your credits to do that. And instead of paying for a membership at all these places, you would just use ClassPass. So I got 60 credits. And when you use a free trial, they only let you do it for fitness classes, but you could do it for beauty. You could do it for like spa treatments. Yes. So
We love a good not gatekeeping. We love that.
right.
It's not sponsored.
So I was doing a Solid Core, and some of my classmates have been in on it. We all just signed up for ClassPass and using each other's referral codes because then you could get more free credits for your trial period. So
Period.
that's
What y'all
my,
trying to do after this?
what'd you say?
I said, what y'all trying to do after this?
No, for real.
Right. And let's see, my bud. Um, I would say something that I'm working on is getting back into reading because like ever since the book club fell off, like I have been wanting to like get back into it, but I've just been trying to like juggle with my schedule and everything else on my plate. It has been rough, but um I'm trying to finish 12-week year. I need to finish that one because that one feels like it's just so relevant. And then my thorn, I got a parking ticket,
Mm.
which is it's normal out here. I just
Oh,
I just don't even know what to do at this point. So yeah, I would say that's my rosebud and thorn.
Okay. My rose, well, my rose would be passing my CAPM exam.
oh, period.
Wait, you what?
Congrats!
Yeah, because you said that like real
Like,
chill.
had to have my
It was a crazy experience. It was just like my practice exams were so hard in comparison to the actual exam. Like my practice exams would be like 200 questions, 150 questions. It would take me like 2 hours to do the exam. And I took the practice exams a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And then I would go back, see what I got wrong, all that good shit. So it was really like when I took the actual test, like I'm nervous, I'm feeling worked up. I'm going through the questions like, really?
Wow.
That's a
Oh, that's
blessing.
And they let you know like immediately that you pass, but like they don't tell you what your score was. They just say like congratulations or something, and then they send you a scorecard later to let you know where you did good in. And shit, I did good. I was really studying for
That's
that.
right.
I know I've been studying for that for a long time. So I'm officially a certified associate in project management.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's
You
a
better
huge
work.
bro. That is
Like
bro.
what?
That is so good. Oh,
Wow.
I'm gonna do it. I'm really in that 12-week year. This was like something on my schedule, and I really like I took the exam and all of that. Like when I said I was going to take it, like I gave myself that deadline to study,
Mhm.
and I'm really like going on my 12-week year. So now I'm taking my bud. So now I'm doing like specifically construction project management because of course I want to learn how to build residential homes.
Mm.
So I'm taking that course just like really quick. I'm already in like week 4. It's only 5 weeks. So after I do that, got to update that resume.
Yes,
Period.
girl.
I'm just going for the gusto. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited to, put that resume out there. Really, that's what it is. Put that resume out there. Um, and a thorn.
Hey, that's a blessing. You got to think that hard.
And she said life is good, mommy.
Right. Look.
Okay.
I have a bruise on my leg. It's really big. Like it's so big, y'all. It's so ugly. Like, and I don't know where it came from.
Does
And
it hurt?
like if I like, put a lot of pressure on it, like but when I first had it, yes, it's like getting better now. But I don't know where it came from. It's like I keep like
Mm.
walking around trying to see like what's the same, like, like height of where the bruise is, and I cannot find nothing. So I don't know.
they be saying that girls just end up with bruises everywhere. We don't know where they came from, and it's true.
Yeah,
At least you're okay.
honestly. Wow. I love all of this. Great check-ins, y'all. And also for anybody listening who doesn't know what the 12-week year is, it's a book that we read for our book club. And it's by Brian P. Morin. I believe that's his name. Morgan.
Oh, I think Morgan. I don't know. They'll find it. 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Say
Brian
the
P.
man's
And you're
name.
gonna find it. Exactly.
Right.
And it's really dope. So
So it's changing.
yes, please go get that book. But I'm so proud of all y'all. Mm-mm-mm.
I am. What I was going to say was, okay, y'all in the gym. And first of all, okay, Cam, I've been seeing ClassPass, and I've been meaning to start that free trial. You feel like it's really worth it than paying for like a gym membership?
Well, I can't say on the gym membership part because I just go downstairs to the apartment gym. Um, but there are a lot of people who supplement like ClassPass with what they already do. So I guess like the free trial period would just kind of allow you to see because you get like 60 credits and that's enough to use within like a month. They give you like a month to use all those credits. So I feel like you could try ClassPass for the month and then just see like, do you want to use it with like going to the gym or instead of going to the gym? But after the trial period ends, they have like, you know, the different tiers of how many credits you want to pay for from per month. And the smallest tier is like $50 a month. So that is something to consider, you know, if you wanted to still do a gym membership and ClassPass or just one or the other. But I'm sure there's people who changed up and said, never mind, I don't want to do the gym anymore and just do ClassPass. But I do know there's people who do both.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would like to do both.
Yeah, I think I gotta do ClassPass. I really want to. Do they got like dance classes on there? I really want to try like.
Oh, say this.
We have yoga. We have.
Dance classes,
And it depends on the area too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on what's in your area too. Cause like out here, like I was seeing people were doing like adult gymnastics. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's what I want to sign up for. So I did find somewhere out here. It's like one place in Virginia who does it like on Wednesdays. And right now it just doesn't work with my school schedule. So I'm very sad about it. But like it just depends on what's in your area. You could look up yoga, you could look up aerial silks, like the class you're taking, Jada. It's probably on ClassPass. You could pole fitness, strength training, like literally any class you can think of, any beauty service you can think of. You could look it up and it's probably on ClassPass.
That's $1 billion idea.
That's a plug. What? I ain't never heard of that.
Wow.
Right. Go ahead and lock in they prices right now. I think go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna drop my little sign up code in the group.
No, on me. Right. Put that in the description of the podcast episode.
Extra credits.
Hey, that's smart as fuck. Hey, you gotta put your shit in here.
Yeah, no, for real. Girl, put that darn code inside the description to get your points.
No, really though. I like ClassPass though.
Wait, but Cam, where are you? Where are you located?
Right. The people don't know. So I'm in Washington, D.C.
Her.
In the capital.
And what you doing out there, girl?
Yeah, why are you in Washington, D.C.?
Well, I am in dental school. I go to Howard University, the Howard University. And I'm in my second year.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it's a struggle, but you know we're moving. There's much.
Howard University.
Wow.
Okay, Pierre, we got a dentist in the group. Hold on.
Jada, where are you?
I'm actually located in Norfolk, Virginia. It's not that pretty, not that cute. People don't really, hear about it too much, but I'm in the VA, 2 up, 2 down. Shout out to Chris Breezy. Yeah, I mean, I'm out here because I wanted to be out here for family. My grandparents out here always wanted to move closer to them. They're getting older, so I wanted to know them and have them know me. So it was the perfect opportunity after I graduated college. Jay, where you at?
Y'all, I'm sorry, but I don't know if you can hear the crows outside. Like they're going at it.
Oh, that's San Diego. Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes, I am in San Diego. I am not from here. Went to school out here, decided to stay out here for another year. But yeah, I reside in SD, Southern California.
Popcorn.
Yeah, Desinae, you next.
I mean, I was waiting for somebody to ask me too.
Desinae, where you at?
All right, where you at, Desinae?
Okay, y'all, for real. I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Ooh.
But I'm not from out here. I am from LA, so usually that is where I am. But I'm out here for a few weeks. I'm loving it out here. And y'all probably wondering why I'm doing out here.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
I came out here to see my nigga.
Period. Simple. That's simple.
And there it is.
So there I go. He live in LA too, but we out here. Y'all know this really feel like a little vacay. It's not a vacay, but It feels like one for me.
No, that's right.
We'll get away.
I'm still working though,
Yeah.
every day. I'm studying every day. I'm a full-time student right now.
Still on her grind on the vacay. Y'all see that? Determination. So hold
Right.
on, wait. We got a dentist. We have a certified project management. Okay. We have what I want to make sure I get yours right, Jay. You're a computer scientist, right?
Yeah, math. Well, I majored in math and computer science, but now I'm a software engineer. Yeah. Yeah.
Heavy hitter. Look at that.
Jay, do you mind me asking you what that consists of? Because like I really
So
want.
let's talk about it. I'll talk about it.
I've always wanted to know. Like I see it like on
Yeah.
social media, everybody like always talking about the position and stuff. Like I've never like what does it?
Yeah. It definitely ranges. Like there's a lot you can do with it. But me, my day to day, as far that's pertain to that, I I be coding. And right now I focus on front end. So like when it comes to software engineer and software development, you have front end, which is what you guys see on your website, back end, which makes it work, and then you have full stack, which is both. And so right now I'm working majority on front end, all that good stuff, and I'm learning a little bit more how to apply back into it because later down the line I want to be full stack. So yeah, that's my day to day. I be coding. Yeah.
Put that on a shirt. I be coding.
No, but for real, I be coding. That's my day to day. I try to balance it out with like extracurriculars and also like other things at my job. So I'm not just like I'm not the type who likes to sit and code all day. I like to have social interactions, and so I try to have a balance with that. But yeah, that's what I be doing.
Oh, that's
That
so
is so
good.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll just be sitting looking at apps all the time. Like there is so much that went into this, and it's like I could never understand. I could never begin. Understand.
Yeah,
No,
so
honestly.
Shout out to all the coders because y'all are the world goes round because of y'all.
And shout
Literally.
out to the Black women coders, okay? Snap, snap, snaps, snaps.
okay.
But I be feeling so lost with my career, y'all. Like at this point, I don't know where the hell I'm going. Genuinely, like that was really bugging me the other day. Like I was journaling about it. I was really praying to God because I just feel so directionless when it comes to that. I feel like the same feeling that I was feeling when I first was like in college, like trying to pick a major. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Still, I didn't went through college, got my dang on degree in international business and a minor in accounting, by the way. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like I just feel like, okay, international business, so broad. I can apply that to like almost anything. And it's just like, okay, Jada, now what do you really want to do?
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure that out because I do want to go after certifications and really continue to build up my, my intellectual assets. And it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of defeating in a little bit of ways just because like I want to start building on one thing, but I feel like I can't because I'm just like bouncing from here to there. And then, the current position I'm in, they moved me from one position that I thought I was going to be really well in to another one that fit the company better instead of me and my desires. So I don't know. I'm really trying to figure that out. I'm still praying, still asking God for direction. So y'all pray for me too, because this season is like bleh.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be praying for you, sis. But I feel like it's natural to have that kind of space where you just don't know what's next. And I think that's just because God is waiting to put you in the right position to show you what He has next for you. I think it's that you're praying and that you're kind of seeking that guidance because you're gonna get it. But I also know that it's uncomfortable to be in that space too, feeling like, what am I doing?
Yeah, thank you. And they've been really asking me at work too, like, are you okay? I'm like, yes, but not really, because it's hard to put my best foot forward doing something that I don't really care to do. It's like it's not adding anything to my life. I'm just helping the company, and it just feels
Mm,
I'm just here to pick up my check and go home. But
mm,
my business, Greenline Planner, I am a budget coach for a lot of y'all that don't know. I've had that business for 2 years, and I help women basically, what do you call it? Like now I'm over here stumbling on what the heck I do, and I've been doing it for 2 years. But I help women get their finances in order and really build up their financial literacy and their confidence in it so that they can go out and balance their lifestyle, their finances, their spending. And shout out because Jay and Cam both were
And she
my
did that.
clients.
Yeah, she got us. Well, I know she got us together, but personally, she got me all the way together, and I'll still be using the resources to this day, like tracking my money and all that stuff, budgeting. I'm not gonna get on my soapbox, but get a discovery call, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
No, for real. All of it to this day, my mindset has been changed. It's crazy.
Thanks, y'all. That makes me feel better about what I do. But yeah, in terms of career wise, it's a little whack. But I'm also thinking, like, what if this is the time I'm supposed to go all in with it? But it's still scary. It's still scary.
Maybe because I don't know. I feel like a couple months ago, like we was kind of talking about this a little bit, and you had like you knew what you wanted to do, but the direction definitely didn't entail what you're doing at your job. It's definitely a great plan that you have, but it's definitely, that plan is Green Line Planner. Like that plan is like all you, you know,
Yeah.
and and that's where like this is like where your passion is going towards. So of course that job, you're gonna feel like, the purpose for that job, basically. And so you're passionless when you go there, your passion is all going there. So I don't like you shouldn't feel like you don't have a sense of direction because you do. And you definitely shouldn't feel bad about the career side of things because you just never know, that this may be Green Line Planner may be your career. You don't know how far everything's gonna take you. Like you doing a whole bunch of different stuff at once right now. Like, girl, you're doing a lot. So you definitely got some direction in you. You building your brand. Like you really doing you. And you've been making content. Like just keep doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And y'all know the enemy was really like creeping up into my head about that exact thing, Desinae. Like, because I'm doing so much, I'm like, am I able to actually put my all into it? Like, am I just doing all this stuff because I'm trying to like, I don't know, like fill my plate with things to make it feel like I am doing something. But at the same time, I'm like everything on the side of my career has been brought to me in a supernatural way that just felt right. Like this podcast feels right. Desinae and I have a book subscription service that felt right. Green Line Planner, that was a no-brainer, that felt right. So like all those things that I do have my hand in came to me in a way that felt aligned. So I guess the only thing that doesn't feel aligned is my career. And honestly, I think it's just because it's taking majority of my time. Like that's 8 hours every single day. Like if I took that away and then refocus all my attention to, this podcast and what Desinae and I are doing in Green Line Planner, then it would feel a lot different. So you're right. I guess I'm not directionless. It's just career wise, they just doing for them instead of also thinking about me, and that's okay for right now because it's temporary.
Exactly. Yeah, you know the purpose. You don't keep going. And when the time is right, you'll know if and when you're ready to quit. When you're ready to go all in. When you'll just know. So just keep doing what you're doing, and you do need to fight those little voices in your head that's telling you this, and that, and just keep doing what you're doing. Have that faith.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come, and it's gonna come. And Jada, you really deserve it. Like, girl, you really do a lot. Like, you really deserve it.
Definitely.
Thanks, friends. Thank you.
It's coming, girl.
That's why I swear, y'all, these meetings, y'all thought we just this was before the pod. Look, I'm gonna tell the origin story. Somebody break it out, cause what?
Okay. let's start it off. We can go way back. We can go. So just to start off things, y'all, we went to the same college. Let's just start there. We weren't all in the same class, but got the gist of everyone. And from there, I would say came Green Line Planner from Jada, and then Jada created Gold Friends, which is like a hub for women to come together and just empowerment movement. And then from there, I'm probably skipping some steps. Okay. From there, Gold Friends turned into a book club type vibe. Cause I mean, we were all about like elevating, escalating our lives, and that was one of the things that, we all had an interest in. So then book club came about. It was still Gold Friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, then it went to Gold Friends, and that's when we started. This was last year, so we were reading books. When did it start in like the June?
June, July, June. I think it might have been June because it was
Yeah,
6 months.
yeah. And so that's so crazy. But yeah, we were all in the book club and reading books every week. There would be weekly meetings, talking about the book. It was a new book each month. It went from self-help to da. But anyways, from that, it was Jada and Desinae. Desinae were the leaders of the book club, the hosts, moderators, whatever you want to call it. And me and Cam would be at those meetings. And then for the most part, we just be chatting. Then after we finish talking about the book, or just from talking about the book, we just be talking. And we be going past the meeting time and just chatting about whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then after a while, like I think just the momentum of the entire, because it wasn't just us in the group, just the entire group, it was kind of like, maybe it's time for a rebrand, which was done with Jada and Desinae, the Better Reading Books, book subscription, all that. It's Better Reading Books, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
BRB.
I just want y'all to make that right.
BRB, I'm reading.
That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, and then so that's that. And then we were like, okay, but like the book club's over, but we still want to talk. So we would, and then we decided to start a podcast. I know Jada had hers, so she was already, familiar with that kind of stuff, and we be talking on Zoom just like this all the time, and we be spitting. Like you see, Cam already dropped some gems for y'all that I hope y'all caught. So we're like, why not share this and just use this as a space to chat and talk to folks, and then create that space for others to feel open to engage. And so yeah, we're here now at 4 Deep, gang, and doing it.
Desinae, you look like we missing something.
Like it's just I started to think like, damn, like it's crazy how everything does align, or like how everything comes together. Like, and it's honestly like it's really weird because like, well, Jay, you probably don't know, but Jada and Cambria kind of know. Like, I was a little standoffish at UCSD, like, I was by myself. Yeah, like I didn't really talk to people. I didn't really go out. Like, I was really like, yeah. And then COVID, all that stuff happened. So like, and Jada was actually literally like one of the only people at UCSD that I like actually got close with. But it was crazy because like she like switched majors, and we kind of like, wasn't as close anymore, whatever. But we definitely got like, we really got some like crazy like stories and experiences for sure. And but so yeah, that happened. And right when I was thinking about starting a book club, it was like, I don't know what made like I do, she's told me now, that like she wanted to, switch things up. She kept seeing me doing my book reviews there. And she came to me out of nowhere, like, yeah, like, let's do a book club. And I'm like, like
Like, why are you in my head?
like, so then the book club started, but then it's also crazy that like we all connected. Like we all connected like in a way, like when we left the book club to start this. And I just think, I don't know, it's just crazy that like, I feel like we relate on so many different levels because we did go to the same college. And I won't say that like, college makes you, or like, whatever the case may be. But college is definitely, and the college that you go to is definitely impactful. And I don't know, it's just crazy how like literally we all went to UCSD. and we are here in this podcast. And it could have been any girls from the book club who decided to branch off and start a podcast. And we the ones who branched off and started a podcast, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel kind of chosen. You know?
Yeah. No, it is crazy how things be aligning for sure. Like I always tell people, like the way that things just fall together at this point, like I'd be so in shock. I be having no words. I'm just like, yep, that makes sense. Yep, of course that's gonna happen. Like, of course, yeah, like everything just, it be aligning. And yeah, it just blows my mind every time, every single time. But I'm happy that we're here. It's working. We're doing it. I'm
And
excited.
it's all fun. Y'all missed this. It's been weeks.
Mhm.
Right, we haven't done this in a minute.
Like,
Yeah.
But it's crazy that we're talking about like just things aligning and everything. Because for the new year, I felt like intentional or intentionality was something that like I really wanted, not like a theme of the year. Because I wasn't trying to do, after reading 12-week year, I really wasn't trying to do the whole 365 kind of thing. But I don't know, intentional was something that really stuck with me. And so like for at school, everything I think about in my life always pertains to school. And that's a whole nother thing. I don't want my life to be all school, but it is like that right now. And so with school, it's like I'm trying to get the most that I can out of being here because school is going by so quickly. So it's like I want to be intentional with the relationships that I build, with the things that I'm involved in. So I'm looking at like classmates around me and they're exhausted because they got their hands in so many different things. And, people are trying to like scramble to brand themselves so they can, get a following on a platform to be the kind of dentist that they see on Instagram. And so it's like I just seeing all of these things that are in front of me and all these opportunities, I really wanted to just be intentional. And how like we're just talking about everything's just aligning, and even with this our book club turning into a podcast, I never in a million years thought I would ever be on a podcast. I didn't even think I had things to say. I was like, what am I gonna say? Yeah. So everything is really though feeling intentional. Everything is feeling like, even though I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing per se, I just know that I'm supposed to be here. And so as long as I stay here, I know I'm gonna receive what it is that I need.
Yeah.
Look, words, gems.
Okay. Spitting.
I think I was telling Desinae before, I was like, I had girl crushes on every single one of y'all, like literally. Like, no, Cam, I used to just stare at you. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like she's so gorgeous. Same thing with Desinae. I was looking at her like, who the hell is this girl? Like, she is so freaking pretty. And then Jay, I'm like, girl.
Desinae be looking mad.
Wait, me?
At ECSD, you used to look so.
Oh yeah, see, people.
I would be looking mad there too. I don't blame you. That's completely valid.
I used to be busting my ass, y'all, from 6th to Torrey Pines Road, and from Tata to Go Hall in 15 minutes.
Yeah, York to Warren. Crazy.
What?
York to Warren Lecture Hall. My legs are never the same.
No, yeah,
making it in time. Like you just have to chalk it up, and I'm gonna get there when I get there.
No, Center to Rady was always wild.
Bro, they need an episode on UCSD. We need to show them a map.
Show them. Don't even look the same no more.
It don't, because 6th ain't 6 no more. Look,
the new 6th. I gotta go back up to UCSD. I gotta
no, for
just
real.
Talking about.
Come on over.
But okay, Karen, with the intentionality for 2023, period.
Did y'all have anything for the new year that you wanted to? Well, I guess y'all can talk about your 12-year plans. Everybody's got a 12-year plan. I want to hear about it.
Okay. I'm going to go first because I can't.
I mean, that's a 12-week, Lord.
No, it is. Wait. Well, 12-week year.
And I'm talking about 12 years. Not the same at all.
We went right along, but it's okay.
No, okay. My 12. You go. You gonna go? You want me to go?
No, you got this.
Okay, for real. Okay, I'm really on my 12 week year. So the beginning of my 12-week year was January 2nd. The ending of my 12-week year is March 31st. So I started my 12-week year studying hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do got a couple of goals on my 12-week year that you know, they're not really doing what they're supposed to do. But I'm gonna get there. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it because I am making progress in some of the more important areas. So maybe I'm starting to rethink it, and maybe I'm thinking, okay, maybe you just put too much on yourself at once. And that's how I really gotta look at it, like without trying to, because I'll be looking at shit, like I'll be looking at my to-do list. To-do list, like you're supposed to write key things. I'll be having like 16 things on there for one day.
Dang.
That's me.
I'm like, all right, let's do this till tomorrow.
You gotta rethink that. So, but I'll like go and alter it like as time goes by. Like I'm not gonna do way too much. But passing my CAPM exam was like the biggest thing. It was like the hardest thing. It was the hardest. It basically was like the biggest part. So now for the next, probably this week, I'll finish this course, and then I guess I got a little bit of time. I do got some other like things that I feel like I want to learn, because I watched like an interview of a Black woman who's a project manager in construction, and she was just saying, like all the things that she knows that got her to where she is. So it's I need to see what construction estimating is about. I got some little ways to go, but I got some time. And then when I get to like mid-March, I should be tailoring my resume. By the end of March, I should be sending that resume out.
Yeah.
And yeah, girl. I'm getting to it, and I'm starting to feel like, because I've been doing these courses like pretty fast, so I might even be able to finish a little bit early. I don't know. Especially like with that process, I feel like now that I know, like, okay, I might have put too many goals over here. Like I might have put too much on myself at one time. I could really focus up. I didn't realize like I'm a real full-time student. Like y'all, these videos and taking these notes and studying, it's really like being, just COVID UCSD.
Yeah.
And I'm lectures like for hours though, like pausing them to take notes. Like this shit taking me a long ass time. So I definitely feel like I'm gonna just focus on that right now. And then I'll probably finish earlier. Honestly, let's really say I want to score. It might be that my goal is I want to score a job by the end of March. Not even start applying, but score a job. Because really, it's not even February yet. I got a month. I can crack that. So yeah, score a job by March 31st. Excuse myself. So yeah, that's my 12-week year for that. I got some other stuff I've really been lacking, but I am like slowly working towards that stuff. Like I'll like do stuff like when I got time. So I'm definitely, spreading my time out. But yeah, I'm on track for really the main goal for me right now. So y'all, I'm really happy. Like really, I'm happy.
No, that's beautiful.
12-week motherfucking year. Get into it.
Y'all go get that book, please. Okay, 12-week year, Brian P. Morin. We're gonna shout this one out for the rest of the whole year, because look, that book is like changing lives for real, because it's really changing like your perspective on how fast you can actually accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. Like a lot of people set goals for themselves for the entire year, and then they get discouraged because they have so much time, or they procrastinate because they have so much time. So the 12-week year just really stretches you to go after your goals and put your all in for 12 weeks at a time to really achieve your goals faster. And you can, because if somebody gave you a month to write an essay, you're gonna take that month. If they gave you a week, you're gonna take that week. So that's basically what the gist of it is. And Desinae, honestly, this is your first time doing it. So if you put too much, now you know for next time. That's fine.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's definitely, and I'm like tailoring it to, see how stuff really works out. And really just like a perfect example though, of like being able, like you think you don't have the time, but you do. Like I'll like finish a quiz, because y'all know I'm not working right now. So like I'm speeding through it. And so it'll be like, oh, you're expected to finish 30 days earlier than expected if you keep at this rate, and like blah 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 blah. And it's like people really do take the time that you give them. And that's why a lot of times with stuff that's optional, they may not finish at all. Because if you just give them oh, you got this long to do it. And I'm really like seeing like it's really that sense of urgency. It's really that setting those deadlines for yourself and the being intentional with your time. And like it's really, and because I'm on that 12-week year, the deadline is always there. I've been said that. Can't take that back. So you can't take that back. That's already a commitment that you made. So it's really like I'm on my ass. It's more than just the act itself. Like, oh, it's more than just, okay, I want to get my CAPM by this day. Because I did push it a couple days. It's not even, oh, I just want to do this by this day. It's really just that I want to succeed with my goals for my 12-week year. Like that's a whole nother structure over that structure. That can be like your other form. It's another form of accountability, really, far past what's on your immediate thought. So it's definitely that good. Because bitch, I be going. Y'all should have seen me the night before I took the exam when I said you're not about to reschedule.
Nope.
I'm making sure. I got flashcards. Index cards, flashcards, like for real, like. And God just showed me you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna really reach the goals. Like you just plan the work and work the plan.
Yeah, and we're believing in you for that job because, girl, you're gonna get it for sure.
It's just waiting on you. It's just waiting on your resume, really.
Okay. That's
true. And I'm finna, yeah. I've been looking at little, workshops, and I'm finna really get that resume, even though I got like this one resume to go off of. That looks forgot about it for a second, but you know what? I think I got it in my phone. Gotta find it though. That's gonna be the trick.
Getting into my 12-week year. One of my goals was to get 4 new clients for Greenline Planner. So I increased my prices. I increased my prices for coaching. And I'm trying to stick to them. I'm trying to really continue to believe that I'm worth that because I know that it's worth it and plus more. So I'm really trying to like really find the motivation and the confidence in myself to continue to push for those prices and not be scared, because I did have a discovery call with this one girl. And she was like super excited. She's like, I'm ready, like all this stuff. And she was just like, really fired up. And then after our conversation, she DM'd me and she was like, oh, hey girl, is it $500 in total or $500 a month? And I got so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, I got really defeated for like 2 seconds. And I was like, wait, no. I was like, maybe she's just trying to double check for real. So I was like, let me just go ahead and tell her with no fear. I don't want to be like, yeah, it is. Like, no, like, yes, it is. It's $500 a month. And I have to stand on that 10 toes. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. Just checking. And I was like, what? I was like, Jada, literally, like she was just checking. She didn't end up paying the invoice on time, stuff got in the way, of course, excuses. But I'm not gonna let up on her. Simple as that, I'm not gonna let up on her. She was super excited. She's seen the value. She's told me that like it didn't matter the price because she knew what she was getting was like valuable, or what is it? Priceless? There you go. I don't know. Yeah, however you say it. So she, I'm not going to let up on her, but I do have another discovery call coming up. I want to say this weekend or next weekend. It's either I think it's this weekend on Sunday. So praying that I get to sign her. So I'm really trying to see, these 4 clients in work, because adding that extra income would definitely help, especially with my move. So that's one of the goals. Plus, I just haven't been selling my coaching since I did move to Virginia because there was a lot of stuff, personally going on. So now I'm excited to get back into it and to just kind of like prove to myself again that like I can go out there and I can actually land the clients that I need in order to keep my business running. So that was a huge goal for me. And I've been really doing good numbers on TikTok, good numbers on Instagram. So that was also a goal of mine as well, was to consistently post on TikTok, consistently post on Instagram, and really just like put my all into it, and really try my hardest. And I've actually been seeing some results with that. And just for an update, I mean, we're a month into the 12-week year, and I have been scoring myself, y'all, because that's what the book said. It says score yourself every week, do weekly accountability meetings. And I haven't really like necessarily been meeting with anybody per se, but I have been journaling. So every single Monday, I'll journal and score myself about about the previous week. And so I could tell y'all right now, first week was a 1 out of 10.
I remember.
Yes. I scored myself a 1 out of 10 for the first week. Second week was a 7 out of 10. Third week was an 8. And this past week, I don't think I gave myself a score just because I was sick, but I should give myself a score because I actually really still did good, even though I was sick. And I would say that I did really well with my mindset and not feeling like my whole world was going to end and everybody was just going to unfollow me and like stop messing with me just because like I got I got inconsistent for that little bit of time, So it's kind of like I feel like I can score myself on different pretenses just because of the fact that I was sick, and I can still give myself a pretty good score. I mean, I still recorded a podcast episode while I was sick. I still, I was still really trying to do things. And I still even worked from home while I was sick, y'all. Like literally, I was really pushing through it.
Were you
Yes.
sick? Were you sick?
Oh, I was dog sick.
It's so
You're
much.
sick and my sick is never.
Oh no, they had to tell me to take the day off on Friday. So I didn't work on Friday, but on Thursday I did, but I was still sick on Thursday. But y'all, like I was sick. It was a little slow, them emails was not getting answered right away, but I was still working. So I want to give myself some credit for the fact that I was still pushing through. So this past week was good, but overall I did this morning kind of feel a little and I did journal. I was like, I think I need to reevaluate my 12-week year. I'm kind of like trying to reevaluate it to see like what are my goals again? Because I kind of like lost track of it. I was just like, okay, well, I'm just, staying consistent with these things, but like, what are the goals again? I mean, I'm seeing results, but I still don't remember what the goals are. And that's another important thing is that I have to continue to remind myself of what the whole 12-week year is about every single day to keep myself like on top of that vision, because the vision is the key part of it. So y'all look.
Where's the vision board? Where's the vision board?
Where's the vision board? No, for real. It's on my computer. Honestly, it's my lock screen for like everything, but it's so general. It's not like a 12-week year vision board. It's just like a 365 vision board.
That's still your why. Maybe every day, maybe you just set an alarm for every day that literally say, look at your vision board.
No, you're right. That's a good.
Really, you're supposed to be looking at it every day. You're supposed to be looking at it to start your day. So really just set a little alarm when you know you're gonna be up.
You're right.
Look at it for just a quick, and what time is that gonna take? And that'll really remind you of your whys real quick.
But 12-week year, do it because it's pushing you to go past what you can. I think, was it a podcast episode or was it a YouTube video? I don't remember what I was listening to or watching, but they were saying, oh yeah, it was shout out to Erin on Demand, period. She's awesome. Love her. I was going to actually tell you, Desinae, top 3, girl. If you need with a to-do list, top 3. She's the queen of that. And her notebook is fire. But she was basically saying that things that require, like if you're usually like used to operating at like a 75%, then anything that requires 65%, you're automatically going to excel at. But anything that requires like 80% of you, you can like do it, but you're going to burn out fast. So you have to like try and level up the score that you're naturally operating at in order to start like automatically excelling at that level. So I don't know. She goes into it a little bit deeper, but I was really trying to meditate on that. Like how can I up my natural, like, I don't even know what to call that score, but like, how do I up that naturally? And so I'm like, okay, maybe I can change certain things about my mindset or my lifestyle so that I can naturally be operating higher. Maybe I'm getting more sleep so I can naturally operate higher. Maybe I'm eating throughout the day. So things like that. So like keeping that in mind as well is also really good. So
below 80%, the score really 80% is burnout.
Well, no. That was just an example. Like it's all based on where you are. Like, do you feel like you're operating at 65, 80, 70, or do you think that the task that is coming to you going to require you to put in 80% of
Oh,
yourself?
more than what I already
Yeah,
naturally do.
exactly. Yeah.
So I guess a good way to do that would be to go ahead and just do your, like, I feel like you got to do it backwards. So instead of making a to-do list, you have to maybe do like a week or so doing things and then writing down what you do to kind of see what you get done throughout the day or how much percent
Mm.
to see like how many important tasks you can naturally get done in a day without stressing yourself out. You see, like
Yeah.
naturally, if I'm just being productive and like I'm being in and being, be intentional for that week, be intentional, like you gotta really be intentional about it, but really like, okay, I'm gonna be productive, I know what I'm finna do, and then write down what you do. And kind of
Right.
take it backwards way and kind of just see, okay, and this is I'm really a 65%er. Because I'm not gonna lie, Jada, I've been trying to get to that 80%, and every time I don't hit it, I do feel away. But then it's like, but you got too much shit. It's trying to operate too much.
No, yeah, that's good. That's also kind of in a 12-week year too. They did say that. Like if you get 85% of the task done, then you're going to be successful or something like
I
that.
thought that's what you were scoring. Yeah, 80%. If you score, it might even be 85. If you score 85% of the, key tasks that lead to the goal, then you'll likely reach that goal at the end of the 12-week year. But that is, and it's high. Like it's high. Like y'all, I promise you, I have like 11 out of 15. Boom, you in the 70s. So, I don't know. Yeah,
11 out of 15 is crazy though.
That's what 4. That's what I'm saying. I gotta think about like how tests be. Like you take a test, it ain't that many questions, so you really can't miss that much. And if you, it's gonna be detrimental.
I hate them tests.
For real.
Give me more, but not too much. But give me some.
No, for real. I like a 20-question test. I feel like you could miss 2 and still get an A.
Yeah.
I used to hate those 10-question quizzes in physics. Like the hell.
You missed 3, and 3 is like that's an okay number. Like that's not a lot.
And that's
Like
already a C. You can't even miss one question. You already at a B. Like, bro.
Life now. The way I had a 5-question quiz last week, and I only got 2 right.
See, shit like that.
You only got 3
like that.
I was so upset. She ended up going back and realized some of her questions didn't make sense. So I got an 80 after all.
Period.
I'm like, give a little more questions because that was not fair.
That's discouraging. Like, what the hell? You give me 5 chances? Like, damn, that's rough. I'm sorry, Cam. They doing you wrong.
3 out of 2. That's not really too hot either, is it? You really though? Like, what's that? What's 3 out of 2? I mean, what? Yeah, I can't think of it right now. But what is it?
60 out of 5, 60?
Yeah, that's a D.
Exactly.
You got 2 wrong and you got a D. Excuse me.
They setting y'all up for fail, bro. Like,
don't even have a chance.
It's like passing on.
No, literally, because 3 out of 5, that's 60. Then 4 out of 5, 80. You can't even get a C. That's not
a huge window.
You can't miss nothing. It's an A or nothing. 100% or nothing.
Right, 100 or bust, please.
I'm sick.
Wow, Cam. Yeah, they should at least give you like an extra credit question on the side. Like,
no, we usually try and argue for points back.
I would.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It would sound like a damn auction.
Give me partial credit.
Partial.
No, for those partial points.
Hey, I really love to learn. Like I be missing school because I like shit like that. Them partial points.
Whoa.
Them points add the fuck up, nigga. My whole shit could be wrong as long as I wrote something down.
Man,
right.
Credit make you have all your thoughts on the paper. You make sure you get it all out. You don't know what's gonna get you a point.
No, I used to hate those tests where like if you got question 1 wrong, then the rest of the whole like quiz was gonna be wrong. Like that shit pissed me off. But then they would give a lot of partial credit though. Like you had the right formula. It was just the wrong numbers. Let me like, all right, cool.
I was gonna always write down that formula. Did not even use it. But it was gonna get written down every time.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Oh, I do not miss math. Oh my God.
I kind of do.
I'm very biased, so I'm not gonna comment.
Oh yeah, math. You a
Math is very
mathematician?
much involved for both of y'all.
Yeah.
But me,
It is a
no.
lot though. At some point, I did question like changing my major. Like I was at that point, I was looking at different schedules. I was meeting with the advisors, and then the way things were going, if I switched over, I wouldn't finish in the time that I wanted to finish. So I said, all right, we just got to stick it out. But the thing about that is like, there would be a lot of weed out classes. Like that first upper div class is a weed out class. It's made to be hard. It's made to see if you got the stamina. It's made to see if you can make it through. And once you get through that, I mean, it's going to be difficult, but there's nothing as hard as that first upper division class I had to take. Like nothing. I mean, I was in office hours. I was in the professor office hours, the TA's office hours. I was in emails. I was staying after class. I mean, it was hard, but yeah, I remember one time I seen that professor probably like a year and a half later, and oh my gosh, like it just triggered him so much. I said, I need to get out of here. I need to get away from you. He was great. Like he was great as a person and stuff. It was just unfortunate that he had to teach that class because it was terrible. It was so bad. But we made it. We made it. Amen.
Did you have any goals set for the new year, Jay? Or was it like
Yeah. So as far as the 12-week, it's funny because I know we were all in the book club and I thought that that book was like the last book, and I was like, I knew around the 6th month I was tapped out. Like as far as reading, I'm not a heavy reader. And yeah, I remember when we was creating this podcast and Jada was like, yeah, like we're gonna do this and this. I just had to let her. I said, girl, if we're gonna be reviewing books every episode, it's not gonna be for me. Like I just had to be straight up. I said, I don't think I'm the person you want. But she's like, nah, girl, like it's not gonna be strictly that. So as far as the 12-week New Year, earlier I had looked on my bookshelf because I said, wow, like that sounds so familiar. I thought I didn't have the book. I thought like I tapped out early. And lo and behold, it's right here. And so the mindset I was in, I was planning ahead. I said, all I need to do is get the book on my shelf. Like that's the first step. And I feel like that's a big thing that the book club did for me, was get the book in the room. Cause I wasn't even doing that. I wasn't even buying the book. I'm the person to save to my collections, take a screenshot and not do anything with it. And so the book club definitely did. I finished a few, started a few, but the thing is, like it's in my room, it's here. So when I have the time, I can read it. And so I say all that to say, I did not start 12-week New Year, but I get this and I will get to it. Like I said, I didn't really read the book too much, or I didn't read it at all. I didn't open it. But as far as the week goes, I got the gist of what y'all were talking about. And yeah, just want to focus on, for one, being more active, because I know a lot through undergrad. I wasn't as active as I used to be because I used to dance like all the time. Dance team, dance, whether that be in school, out of school, whatever. And I got to college and, I didn't really make time for all that because I wanted to make time for other things. And so now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get back in that space. So yeah, those are one of my goals is to be more active, whether that be in the gym or dance classes. Those are like my two main, because yeah. And what else? Also, when it comes to goal setting, not only qualitative goals, but quantitative goals, because I'm good for writing down an idea, but I'm not good for, okay, at this point in the year, I want this many blank. I want to make this much boom. Like it, and when you do that, I can only imagine how rewarding it is when you hit that number. And I think it just goes around the mindset, because I don't want to be in a space where I beat myself up if I'm not there, but I also need to write that number down to get that encouragement to get there and to make sure I'm putting in the work to get there. Like it's one thing to do something to have an idea and do it, but like, how good are you doing it? What's coming from it? And so that's another one of my main goals. And yeah, also just hanging out with friends and family more, talking to them, just being with them. I love that because I realize that's a lot of where my joy, my happy memories and moments come from. So just being intentional about keeping up with that and being good on that. And yeah, as far as work goes, just keep networking and putting my all in there. Like my main thing at like my 9 to 5 is definitely I realize like, okay, these people don't know me. Like they don't know who I am. They don't know my work ethic. They don't know what I can produce. They don't know like how I be coming. And so I'm like, okay, like I need to make sure that I'm doing stuff where I can show them who I am and help them realize, the potential I have and the skills I have and how hardworking I am and what I can bring to the table for the most part. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. And it's been really fun. There's so many different things to do and to express that. So that's been nice. And then I didn't mention it, but on a business, Black Beauty Near You, gang gang.
I was gonna say.
I'm showing my shirt, my Black Beauty Near You shirt. And yeah, basically I provide beauty supply products for Black students at PWIs. As you know, we were all Black girls at PWI, so we understand the struggle firsthand. And yeah, we can get into that later. Honestly, if you want to know more, follow me at Black Beauty Near You on Instagram. I talk about it a lot. Me on Instagram and TikTok. And so when it comes to Black Beauty Near You, like I said, those quantitative goals have been helping me stay motivated and keeping track of my progress. Like a lot of times we forget what we do. Oh, also, I'm gonna just end the Black Beauty Near You talk there because I'm gonna change the topic and forget. I've been doing a gratitude box at the end of every week. And basically, yeah, at the end of every week, I write down, things that I'm grateful for throughout the week or just like an overall gist of what I'm grateful for. And I put it in here. And at the end of the year, I will read over them. I seen this girl on TikTok do it. And I said, this is great. Like I've been wanting to do something like this. I just didn't know how. And I feel like when the end of the year comes, like I said, like a lot of times we forget how much we do, or we don't give ourselves enough credit, period. Like we don't. And especially a group of people like us, and the people, that I know, like we have a lot to give ourselves credit for. We have a lot to be thankful for. We have a lot to be proud of. And so, yeah, and I encouraged all my friends too and I'm telling y'all too, like, if you want, like, I think it's going to be great, just to be able to have something to reflect on at the end of the year will be great. So I've been doing that every week and yeah, just living life and doing what's best for me. And yeah, just rolling with it, not doing too much, not being too hard on myself, but going with the flow of things. So
Jay, actually, because you brought that up, that reminds me, I actually kind of started one in my notes on purpose for that specific reason, to like write down my wins, my little wins, so I can go back and like appreciate it all at the end of the year. So that's actually cool then. Yeah.
Give me a little something to walk away with.
Yeah, it ain't too late to start. It's never too late to start. Okay.
Y'all give me some gems today. I need to do that. I need that class pass.
So that's my 12-week year, whatever. Just and yeah, Cam, you last. What you got planned?
So yeah, not finished, partially finished with the 12-week yearbook. I think I'm in like chapter 5. I can't remember. I think I need to start from the beginning. I get the gist of the book, but it's like I feel like I might be missing like little details. Because I was when we read like No Excuses and like You're a Badass at Making Money. You can remember the gist of the book, but it's like little things. So I need to go back and like read it, I feel like. And it's an easy read too. Y'all weren't lying when you said it was like little quick chapters. But I kind of looked at my semesters, like my 12-week year in a sense. It's like 16 weeks, my semesters. So I I got my Notion all set up and I'm so happy about it. It's so cute. Yeah, I got it set up for my school. So I have like all of my assignments plugged in, and I have a different view that shows me what I have coming up within the week. So like that'll update basically by the hour. Whenever the date
Love
changes, it
that.
updates and lets me know the week. So I'm able to keep myself like on track. And I have a page in that I have my semester goals. And so I broke it down into 4 things. The first is how you saying quantitative goals. I always been saying I want my GPA to be higher than the previous semester. So I said this semester I want it to be between 3.3 and 3.4. Which means I have to get like 8 A's because y'all know I got 72 classes. I have like 14. I have 14 classes. So I got to get like 8 A's, but I'm going to get them in all my lab classes. Like I literally was breaking it down. Like my goal is broken down in like specifics. I'm going to get A's in these specific classes, and this is how it's going to go.
I know that's right.
Another thing is my attendance, because I tend to burn out very quickly. And I think it has to do with like that operating percent you was talking about, Jada. Basically, you talking about like how if you're operating at 65%, anything above that is going to be a struggle. And yeah, I think I've been given like 50% just trying to get by for the longest, that when I actually apply myself to do more, I'd be so burnt out. So my goal is to keep an eye on my attendance and just kind of like look, like if I need to take a self-care day, I'm gonna do that. Or if I need to miss a class to get some extra sleep, I'm gonna do that. But if I'm missing every class to get extra sleep, or now it's looking a little crazy. I can't be playing catch up the whole semester. So
But 14 classes though?
Yeah, okay, let's get into it.
Because we were all trying to calculate.
I know it's labs and stuff, but how that works?
So 14 classes. It didn't start out like this. My very first semester of dental school, I think we had like 7 classes. So they've gradually added on as we've progressed through. The second year is just the year that we're pretty much getting everything out of the way lecture-wise, because we start to see patients in a few months. Like I start to see patients in June. So after that point, everything is clinical, and then there's classes added in, and then it's mostly practice for licensing exams. I have a lot of hands-on and computer exams I have to take in order to be licensed and everything. So they clear up our schedule those last 2 years by overloading us in classes the first 2. This semester I am taking 5 lab classes, 5 or 6 lab classes, and then everything else is lectures. And it ranges. I got an anatomy class in there. I got a lot of classes on different areas of dentistry. Pharmacology, that's actually what I have a test in this week. That's all on drugs.
But like, how long is each class?
Yeah.
Some are an hour long, some are 3 hours. It just kind of depends. I usually only have about 3 classes a day, with the exception, I think Thursdays is the day I have 4. But yeah, the lab classes are usually 3 hours, and then my longest lectures are 2, and then everything else is 1 hour. So it's not as bad when it's like all out on paper.
Yeah.
But like to do it, the weeks are very exhausting. It's very much 8 to 5. And yeah. So basically,
like, oh my goodness. Like to even have to worry about 14 classes. It's like, yeah, it's a good amount, but it's still 14 different. I mean, like, oh my God. I don't know.
Shout out to y'all.
It gets overwhelming. It gets overwhelming. And it's like every semester you have to kind of readjust. It's not like you can find a specific way to study or a specific way to organize your time and boom, I'm gonna just do it for the rest of the 4 years. Every semester is the start of a new, like it's a fresh start. You have to figure kind of everything out all over again. I mean, you have a little bit of prior knowledge just because okay, like I know how school works now because this is another semester that I've been here, or I've had this instructor before, or this class is similar to something that I've taken before. So it's like you have that knowledge to play off of, but how it works with the rest of your classes or the classes that are new that you haven't taken before, it's like you kind of got to figure things out as you go.
Yeah.
But
so it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Yes. Black dentist. Wow.
Your most packed semester too. So Well, as far as classes.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying this is like of the 4 years, this is like the peak. Like
Yeah.
everything else is downhill from here. Not going to be an easy downhill. It kind of reminds me, who was talking about climbing a mountain in their book? In one of the books we was reading.
Was it No Excuses? I feel like it was No Excuses. Like talking about
It might have been No Excuses. It might have been No Excuses or You're a Badass. But one of them was talking about how like when you're coming down, it's not easy either. Like the changes in elevation and you're tired from climbing up, and then you have to like
That was burnout.
That makes sense.
That was burnout, yeah.
It was somebody, but that's where we're at. I'm at the top and I'm coming to the top and the elevation's changing and but this is the peak. So I'm glad to know that it's gonna be a different kind of challenge going forward, but I won't be as busy as I am right now at any other point. So
of all this for y'all.
Yes. I like how you talked about like you at the peak. Because don't forget, when you at the peak and you finish your semester, enjoy the view, girl. Like congratulate yourself. You got through it, you did it.
Right.
Yeah, school ain't over, but you got through it and the view could be nice. You can make it nice. So yeah.
That's true.
That was a word.
Don't forget the view, to take in the view.
Please do.
Yeah. Wow. You just turned something stressful so beautiful. Wow. It's funny. Y'all, this was a great episode.
Yeah.
This was a great episode. I'm just so happy and blessed that we're doing this together, y'all.
Like it's literally a thing. Like 4 Deep is here. We live.
We live.
We live.
We like been this though, you know? Like before even this, like we've just been this though. Like this is so fun.
And now we're just bringing everybody in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I like that.
Buckle up because we didn't even get deep yet.
Y'all haven't seen where we can really go.
Because
we ain't gotten 4 deep yet. Today was like 2 deep. Today was 2 deep.
Yes.
Next week we'll give y'all 3 deep.
Okay.
4 deep.
Countdown. Just to count down.
We should like rate how deep we got at the end.
Okay, that's cute.
Ooh, that's actually
cute.
Scale 1 to 25%. How go? Wait, how go? Wait.
Yeah, I think we got about 2 deep.
500.
I would say we got to 2 deep. We got to 2 deep.
Okay, yeah. That gave you, yeah. Okay, which I think today was.
Huh?
Which I think today was.
2 deep.
2 deep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Give it 2.
And for the listeners, DM us. Let us know what you think. Did we get 2 deep or 4 deep? 3 deep, 1 deep? What you think?
No, for real. You want deeper? We was doing y'all a what, and you feel like you need to
get your feet wet. That's what it was. Nah, we telling y'all right now that wasn't how deep we get. So
that was probably really like 1.
No, for real. On the scale that we go.
That's what I think. Like y'all saying 2 deep. I'm thinking, y'all, we get deep way.
We doing too much? Okay, so it's giving 1 deep.
That was really like a 1 deep, like really on the scale.
Yeah, you're right. We did keep it surface.
Yeah. Okay.
You're right. So Desinae said, "Oh, but we can go deeper though. So don't even
way deeper."
No, that was great. That was really good though. Like we really used to crave these meetings and still do. Like I text them in our group chat, was like, I'm so excited to meet with y'all. Like, I genuinely got so excited. Like I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost 7.
Right now, I'm like, this is like good for my soul. Like,
yeah.
I always take away so much from this. And the goal is for y'all as our listeners to be able to take away something from these conversations too. So if we inspired you with the goals and a 12-week year, we want to hear if anybody starts to read it, if anybody starts to look into doing it.
Yes, tag us if you buy the books, like any of the books or like podcasts or any like influencers that we mentioned. If y'all interact with that type of stuff and take it from the pod to your life, like definitely tag us, show us at 4D Pod on Instagram And you can DM us, interact with us. We will definitely love it because we're here for y'all as much as we're here for us. So yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Okay.
We done started something, y'all.
It's a thing. This is a whole thing. I'm just gonna be in disbelief for a little bit. It's fine.
You know, sit in the glory just for
It's gonna be crazy like hearing it though, like, cause of course a bitch gonna go see what we talking about. I'm gonna have to listen, do a little listen back. It's just gonna
Right? No, I was already thinking about that. I'm definitely gonna listen to that
hell
episode.
yeah.
be out
I'm
there.
trying to tell you, that's how I got the idea. Because look, I'm telling you, every time I would record our book club meetings, I would listen to them again during work. And I'm like, bro, this just need to be a podcast. Like at this point, I just love listening to us. I don't care how long it is. It's 2-3 hours. I don't care. I'm listening. And I just am so entertained because like we're naturally funny too. So
We're doing this.
yeah.
Episode 1 out of season 1. We got a season. There is more coming. Isn't that
It's
crazy?
the pilot. We did a pilot tonight.
Wow.
We are so excited.
Yes, if y'all couldn't tell. But we will be posting new episodes every other Friday. So definitely tap in, follow us, and don't forget to rate this episode 5 stars, please, if you want this to show up and be able to reach more people. So definitely hit that 5 stars and tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Bye.